Good evening, students. How are you all? Are you learning about the stock exchange? This lesson is little difficult, but if you learn, it is not much difficult. Okay. Now we are learning some of the terms that are used in the stock exchange, that Nifty and Sensex. Now we will learn the stock trading timings in India. Okay. What are the timings? Trading timings. We have one timing in our school, isn't it? In the same way, stock exchanges also have the timings, working hours. Okay, we know two main stock exchanges, the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange. These two are having the same timing. Okay, but the same timing, we should know that 2 weekends are holidays. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, holidays. It will not function. Saturday, Sundays. Then all the national holidays. National holidays are holidays only. Okay. Then there are three, they have divided into 3 sections. Okay. First one, equity market. What is that? That is stock timing for the equity market. It is from 9:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. in the evening. Okay. For the equity market. Then for the commodity market. For the commodity market, it is for very less time. Okay. 10 to 11:30. Only 1.5. 10 to 11:30 a.m. Okay. All these the 5 days, because 2 days holidays, Saturday, Sunday, so only 5 days working days. Okay. Then for the agri commodity market, the timing is long, 10 to 5, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Here there is no lunch break, then no other break. Okay, tea break, lunch break, nothing is given. The full timing will be working hours only. But the sessions are divided into 3. Okay, 3 sessions it is having. That one, before that, the normal session only we have studied this timing. Normal session. Then the other one is pre-opening session. Before opening, that is called pre-opening session. Then, like in the bank also, okay, I will tell you. Then the other one, post-closing session. In the bank we have learned, isn't it? 10 to 4 now. But break they have, 10 to 4. That is the normal hours of normal session. Then pre-opening session, no, when the one or two staff comes, they will open the bank and we can go and get the token like that. So that is pre-opening session. Then post-closing session, we are not allowed, but the bank will be, the bank officials, all the staff in the bank, they sit and do their work. That is called post-closing session. So the same way, here also they have 3 sessions. You have understood, isn't it, about the stock trading timings. It is one of the very short answer, 9th answer. Understand? So you learn this one. Okay. Then the next one about future market. Future market, option market. I told you that I will explain later. Okay. Now it is explained here. Here it is nothing but future market is an auction. Auction, you know, isn't it? Auction means that they will call out, they will yell out the rate, and one by one they may increase the rate. At last, one who asks for the highest rate will be given the product. In the same way, the future market is also an auction. Okay, auction market. There, many participants will be there. As with the, like the auction market, participants will be there. They will buy and sell the securities. That is what they do, isn't it? But why it is called as future market means they will that contract will come to an end. Okay, that contract will come to an end. That contract will be in future. That means on a specified future date. On a specified future date. They will determine the date. Understand? That date will be predetermined. That specified future date, the contract will come to an end. That is an auction. Okay, future market is an auction market where the participants come and buy and sell the securities. In that one, they will that the delivery of the contract or delivery of the security and the settlement will take place on a future specified date. That is called future market. Here some of the examples they have given, but no future market is available in India. Okay, some of the examples are given in the book. That one, New York Mercantile Exchange. New York Mercantile Exchange. Then Kansas City Board of Trade. Kansas City Board of Trade. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Then Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Just you have an idea, no need to study all this by heart. Okay, exchange. Then Minneapolis Grain Exchange. Minneapolis Grain Exchange. Okay, how this trading auction, what they do as usual, it was in the olden days. Initially they have done through calling out the price. They will be shouting and showing hand. They will show 1, 2, 3. They will say auction and they will give the security. In that they did. But now in the here this future exchanges, now it has become the electronic exchanges, not like shouting. Okay, electronic exchanges. Okay, only thing you have to write this auction. The participants get together, buy and sell securities, and contract or the delivery of the securities will be taken on a specified future date. Okay, then some of the examples given. Now, next one is the option market. Options market. Here, this what is option? Option is also a type of security. Understand? Options are a type of security. This can be bought and sold. Okay, it is a type of security that can be bought and sold at a specified price. Specified price within a specified period of time. That is called option. Within a specified period of time. Okay. One type of security. that security can be bought and sold at a specified price. That means the fixed price, and that can be sold within a specified period of time. That period is also specified. That means in future only. Okay, in future, that they have to pay amount. That amount will be a non-refundable deposit. They will not refund it. Non-refundable deposit. Understood? Here this buyer he has the right to buy. Okay, the buyer has the right to buy. Here the seller has the right to sell, isn't it? That one, that right to sell, that is called put option. The seller has the right to sell, that is called put option. The buyer, the right to buy is called call option. Okay, they may ask for one word. That's what you have to remember. Okay, the right to buy, such a type of security is called call option. The right to sell that security, that options, is called put option. That is why they say it as option. Either they can buy or sell. Here two more terms are there. Okay, leverage. What is leverage? Here, this option, when we purchase and sell, we get sometime the profit at the time of buying and selling, at the time of selling, isn't it? We get the profit. How? By change in price. Change in price, but we will not sell actually that security in the market. Okay? But without buying that securities, we have the control over that securities. Okay, we have control over the security. Control over the securities without buying them. Before purchasing or without buying, we have some control. Okay? Here that we do not know actually, isn't it? This options market. So we could understand it is a type of security, can be bought or sold at a specified price within a specified period of time. And one fund we need to pay, but this buyer has the right to buy. That is called call option. The seller has the right to sell. The right to sell is called the put option. So in this leverage, we have one right that we can gain over the purchase and sell. Actually, we do not buy and sell those security, but simply the change of price. That is what done in almost all the shares and securities. If the price increases, we can conclude that we are going to gain. That is there, but this one little different. Okay. Then another term is hedging. What is hedging? This one also we can use to protect ourselves from fluctuation in price. From fluctuation in price. This also allowing us to buy and sell the goods. Not goods, buy and sell the share or the securities. Okay, it is allowing us to buy and sell the share at a specified rate on a specified period of time. It is allowing us to buy and sell the share at a specified rate on a specified period of time. So it is hedging, maybe one term that will protect the investors from fluctuating in the price. Fluctuations will take place, isn't it? Either rise in price or decrease in price. If the price rise, they will gain. But on the other hand, if the price goes down, the shareholders or the holders of the securities will lose. So from that one, it will protect, and they are allowed to buy and sell on a specified date at a specified rate, predetermined rate. Okay. Now we will see the next one. What is the term Dalal Street? You might have heard this one, Dalal Street. The street is situated in Mumbai, in India. Okay, Mumbai in India. Here only, in this street only, our Bombay Stock Exchange is situated. Understood? This is the Bombay Stock Exchange. We know the largest stock exchange in India. That is situated in this Dalal Street, including some other financial institutions. Not only Bombay Stock Exchange, some other financial institutions are also situated in this Dalal Street. Okay, this got this name. Already that street was there, but nowadays if we say Dalal Street, that means the stock exchange. When it got that name, when this Dalal Street got its reputation, when this Bombay Stock Exchange moved to this area in 1874. Okay, in 1874 only it has been shifted to Dalal Street. From that onwards, it was that name has become very famous. Okay, Dalal Street. Then what is the meaning of Dalal? Dalal in Maharashtra, Marathi language. Okay, in Maharashtra only the Bombay is there, isn't it? So what is the meaning of this word Dalal? Means a broker or an intermediary, middleman, like that. Okay, an intermediary. So today it is that Dalal Street is named after this Bombay Stock Exchange in India. If we say Dalal Street in India, means that is the meaning, Bombay Stock Exchange in India. Understood about the Dalal Street? So as if we say the Wall Street in US, United States. Okay, now we will see what is Wall Street. It is in United States, USA. Okay, it is situated. It is also a Wall Street, also a street that is in New York. That one, that New York Stock Exchange is situated. New York Stock Exchange. Then not only this one, like our Dalal Street, this one has accommodated some other institution also. There they have brokerages. The brokerages and investment banks are also situated in this Wall Street. Investment banks. Here, if we say Wall Street, it includes the New York Stock Exchange, the brokerages and the investment banks. Okay. Then some other businesses also. Any very big banks are also situated there. Okay. Large banks, brokerages, some underwriting firms. Underwriting, you know, isn't it? Those who issue share for the first time, that share will be taken by some in that banks or some institution firms, then that will be sold to the public. They are called underwriting firms. So the company one who issues shares will not have any burden, no problem. It will be sold off by the underwriting firms. So these underwriting firms, large banks and big business houses, very big businesses are also situated in this street. Okay, that is the Wall Street. Now we will see the Lombard Street. Lombard Street. What is this? Lombard Street. It is in London, UK. Okay. In England, it is in London. There, the London, that stock exchange. Okay, where that stock exchange is available in Lombard Street. So that location is given where it is. Okay. At Lombard Street, where it is situated, it is for its connections with the city of London's merchant. Here also they have who are all situated, who are all there in this Lombard Street. Many London's merchants are there in the Lombard Street. Then banking companies and insurance companies. Insurance companies are located in this Lombard Street in London, including the stock exchange, London Stock Exchange. They have London's merchants, then banking companies, insurance companies are also situated in this Lombard Street. There the location is there. They have said in that street around 9 streets will converge. That means they will join in that particular street. Understand? But this Lombard Street will go southeast of, little short, it will go there. There only that one was situated. Okay. That location is not needed where it is situated. Then it is situated in London, and that in that including the stock exchanges, London's merchants, banking companies and insurance companies are also there, situated there, we can write. Okay. I think you might have marked all the question answers. Once again I will tell you. Dash is the oldest stock exchange in the world, London Stock Exchange. Okay. There are dash stock exchanges in the country, 24. Okay, that one was, that 21 is wrong, 24. Stock exchanges deal in goods, services, financial securities. So, financial securities. Stock exchange allow trading in all types of shares of any company, bonds issued by the government, listed securities, unlisted securities. So, we know listed securities. Jobbers transact in a stock exchange for their clients, for their own transactions, for other brokers, for other members, for their own transaction. Then a pessimistic speculator is stag, bear, bull, lame duck, bear. An optimistic speculator is bull, bear, stag, lame duck. Bull. Then a bull operator believes in increase in price, decrease in price, stability in price, no change in price. Okay, increase in price. Then dash means the price at which securities are bought and sold are recorded and made public. Market quotations, trade quotations, business quotations, buyers quotations. Market quotations. The rules and regulations of stock exchange is framed by dash guidelines, RBI, central government, SEBI, BSE, SEBI. Okay. Then very short answers you have marked, I think. Okay, this one, Remisier, have you marked? 5 stock exchanges we have marked. Remisier in page 53. Remisier, this first paragraph fully. Okay, fourth one. Then fifth one, who is called a broker? Broker, this one. That first sentence, second sentence, third, fourth. Okay, whatever you can write. Up to fourth compulsory. Okay, write that one. Mark this one. Fifth one. Then sixth one, types of speculator. 54. All the types you have to write. Okay, that 4 name alone you have to write. Okay, they ask for 2 mark. Then what is meant by commodity exchange? Page number 55. Here you can write the commodity exchange. Here, this one. Commodity exchange. Tradable commodities. Up to here you mark example also. Okay. 7. Then 8. Recent development in stock exchange. 56. 56. All the 5. Okay. These 5 you have to mark from here to here. 8th one. Okay. Then stock trading time in India. Page number 58. This paragraph fully. Okay. Here you can write each one. Okay. Here you can write, cut short and write. Then why explain Dalal Street. Page number 59. Dalal Street. Okay. From here till here. Okay. Then limitations we have marked. Explain bull and bear. Then stag and lame duck. Both you can mark. Page number 54. Both 54. Okay, 2 they have asked. Then national stock market system. National stock market system. That one, what we have marked for 8th, very short answer. Okay, that one you mark from the beginning, here till the end. Okay. Then explain National Stock Exchange, the next heading. Okay, National Stock Exchange, from here till here. You write some of the points. 1, I have cut and written. If you take that page, you will understand. Okay. Then 3rd point. Then 4th point from here. Then last one, 5th point. Okay, like that you write 5 points. Then long answer. Functions we have marked. Features, benefits also. Under the heading everything you should learn. Okay, all these benefits up to. Then distinguish between stock exchange, commodities exchange, I told you. Then explain Lombard Street and Wall Street. Both together you have to mark. Okay. In page number 60. Lombard Street from here till here. Then Wall Street from here. Okay. That one. The long answers. Okay, students. You have marked. You learned this lesson. I will explain the next lesson also. This SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. In this lesson, this lesson we will complete this unit, financial market. Then the human resource management we will skip, and we will go to the other one that is important. They may omit this unit, I think so. Okay, we will go to that next 5th unit. 4th unit we will skip. Okay, students. So better learn this all the lessons that I have, that question answers that I have marked and given to you. And tomorrow I will teach you the next lesson. Okay, students. Thank you very much.